Alrighty, hello. This is part two of the videos I'm doing for today's Coffee with Andrea. I am in Oxford, New York, house sitting. Tomorrow will be my 10th and last day of this day, and then I move on. I love the farm. Check out my photography page and my house sitting page. You'll see a whole ton of stuff. We've had very low temperatures here. Lots of wind and snow. We had snow squalls one day. We have had a wild ride with weather. So I'm not sure how the internet was going to work in Norwich because of the wind, because you're in the mountain communities. And lately I've been having very bad luck with my internet connection. So I am recording it instead. But I have lots of pictures from my lunch. I had a very good wrap. I had soup and creme brulee and some coffee and some homemade potato chips. And it was a very cute, relaxing atmosphere. The music, again, is a little loud in these places. I don't know why. I mean, it wasn't too busy in there, but if all the tables had been filled, it would be hard to hear, I would think. And every place I go to seems to be that way. So if you are a restaurant owner, lower your music. I'll never get a live in there, that's for sure. So I had a nice trip. It's about 20 minutes, I think, from here to from Oxford to Norwich, give or take. And the wind was the biggest problem driving. All the drifts, because there's a lot of fields around, and it just like blows over the road and wants to take the car with it. So, but the roads were good. I mean, they weren't icy or anything, thank goodness. But oh man, is it cold out there? It's like triple dipple layers, and lots of coffee today. That's why I said soup. I want soup. But it was a very nice little place, and I'm a big owl fan. So I love owls, and they had some good decor in there, and nice staff, good food. I will return. Reasonable prices, and I wish they had flavored coffees, but the regular coffee was good. And when it's cold, coffee is coffee. Coffee is good. But wow, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the atmosphere with Pluto being in Aquarius starting today. And that's bringing big shifts to the world. And I think we're in for a lot of positive changes in the next 20 years that's going to stick around. Well, it's going to go out. We're going to go out once this year and then come back in. And then it's going to stay in Aquarius. So it pretty much is here to stay. And that's a good thing, I think. And we'll talk about that another time. Well, we talk about that on our Living Intuition chats a lot. And we talk about, well, Lindsay talks about that in her Magic Bringers Rising. If you haven't seen that, I share that to my pages. So I'm sure you've seen that come across on Sunday night or Monday morning. So we get around. Every Wednesday is the Living with Intuition. And usually Friday is my Coffee with Andrea. But this weather's been so crazy. And last week I had a little mishap on the roads around here where my car spun around completely on a little bridge that was iced over. So I've been a little weary about traveling these backcountry roads when the weather isn't perfect, you know. So, but today wasn't too bad. Besides the wind, it was okay. It made the roads a little bit snow covered in some places because of the drifting, but it wasn't icy, thank goodness. And once you got out to the main road, I saw the plows, so they're watching it. But tomorrow's supposed to be good for checkout. Still cold, but no snow in the forecast. So I'm happy about that because I'm traveling back to Pennsylvania. Let's see. Man, Monday starts Lindsay and I are doing the Crown and Empath experience. It's a 5-day masterclass for empaths. We're going to work on boundaries and shadow work and a whole bunch of stuff to help you understand why you are an empath and how to handle it. Because once you get a grip on it, it's a wonderful thing to have. And I always stress that. Being an empath isn't a curse. It's just the way you handle it. And if you don't know any better, if you don't have anybody in your community to teach you to be able to talk and say, hey, that happens to me too, you're never going to get anywhere with it. And that's how I was for the first 20 years of my life. I just didn't know why I was like this. I was very frustrated and aggravated and angry about it in a lot of ways. And once I got a grip on it, I understood it, did some research on it, had some friends finally in my circle to feel comfortable sharing with, everything changed. So that's what we want. That's what we hope for you guys. We want you to join. It doesn't matter who you are, what walk of life you come from, male, female, whatever, you're welcome. We don't reject anybody. We want to help you. We want to give you a safe community to post anonymously, to just learn and grow and be the best empath you can be and be a blessing. Because it is truly a gift that we should share with the world. And us healers and light workers, we have to unite, and this is the time to do it, because this age of Aquarius, which will take a long time to really come to fruition, but we're part of it in the beginning. We're starting the journey for everybody else, and that is the most amazing thing. How I'm so honored to be part of that. I really am. And so if you need help, we're here. I'll put the link in the comments so that you can sign up, because the doors are closing really soon because it starts Monday. So get on board now so we can have a chat and see where you're at and what questions you have, and hopefully we can get them all answered and get you on the path to feeling like it's a blessing. And then in February, I'm doing a master class, 5-day free class also. They're both free. But it's more geared towards relationships. It's called Liberated from Him, but it's liberated from them, liberated from partners, friendships, workplaces. If you're having issues with a relationship, this is the place for you to be, because it's a holistic look on the journey. I tried to stay positive during my divorce. Not all the time that was possible because other people are involved. But I've learned a lot about how I handle my feelings, my emotions, the process. And we're going to do love notes, because I think loving yourself through this process is the most empowering thing you can do for yourself. And whether you didn't even file yet, but you're just thinking about it, or thinking how to handle staying in a relationship because you have kids or something, this is about you. This is about your freedom. Whether you can change your situation or not, you're going to change yourself. So I think this is the perfect place to start that journey to knowing what you really want out of life and who you really are. And that can happen for many different reasons, So we're going to do relationships, and then eventually it'll branch out a little bit more to other kinds of relationships and stuff, other kind of relationships besides marriage, divorce, partners and stuff like that. But for right now, this is what we're concentrating on. So if you think you want a divorce, if you're going through a divorce or you are divorced, this is the place to be. If you've had a live-in partner for a very long time and you don't know how to get out of it or how to reconcile it, this is the place to be. So that's for Valentine's Day week, the 7th through the 14th. And we're going to learn to love ourselves more. So lots of busy stuff going on, and I don't know where I'll be next week for this. I'll be in Pennsylvania. I have to see if I get more house sitting, or if I'm going to be with friends, or where I'm going. So I will announce it when it gets closer, but it might be in Pennsylvania. But there's lots of cool places in Pennsylvania too. So I get around. I'm always on the road somewhere, and I love coffee. I love little cafes. I love little restaurants that are neighborhood kind of places where you can hear conversations about the locals and the economy, and like around here is farming and stuff, and really get to know what people are all about, the culture, the history. I just love doing little places like that, just sitting there. I try to find a corner to sit in and just like look at the whole place and take it all in. And why shouldn't I tell you guys about it? Whether I can go live or not, you're going to get a report from wherever I am at. Because I'm finding out quickly that the live thing might not be perfect all the time, but I will try to get you alive whenever I can. I think when summer comes, like when the weather's warmer, it'll be better. Because I could take it outside. I can start inside and then talk outside. Kind of like I did at the Black Watch coffee place in Scranton 2 weeks ago. I took a quick scan of the place, and then I walked outside to talk. But it was warmer that day. I couldn't do that today. So we're gonna work on how this format goes. But I'm all around. Lindsay and I are all around, and give us ideas. Give me ideas what you want to hear about, where I should go. If right now it's more New York and Pennsylvania places, but in the summer I go to Delaware to house sit. So I mean, sky's the limit. Give me a place. I'll put it on the list. If I ever get near it, I will go because I love new adventures. So if you know a good place, post it in the comments. And I'm going to put the two masterclass groups and the master classes in the comments, and the photo album for this Coffee with Andrea, because that's where all the videos and pictures will be all together. So you'll get the whole package in one post, videos and pictures, because it didn't go live. So I hope you enjoy these little talks. I like I said, like it depends on where I'm at. Like when I was in Scranton, I was in Neon Park, and I got to walk around and show you other things. And I think it's more interesting that way. But like today, it was just too cold to walk the streets of Norwich, being like 20 degrees, but the wind chill being like below zero. Your fingers freeze as soon as you walk out the door kind of day. I couldn't just do that. So it'll depend on where I'm at and what kind of weather we have and stuff like that. But I'll get more in depth as I go along, because when I did the first season of this, it was during COVID, and I really didn't go too many places, so I didn't have to deal with the internet, because if I was home, I had Wi-Fi, so it didn't matter. But now I'm getting out and about with these, and I'm finding that they either don't have Wi-Fi in the restaurants that I go to, or the data is just like non-existent. Like you can't get a good reception, and then Facebook just kills your live in the middle of your sentence. So for now, I think I'd rather do this. If I don't have Wi-Fi, I'd rather do this. Just record it and tell you about it, and show you the pictures, and give you the website, and let you know all those goodies, and do a little chat with you guys about other things too, and just catch up with you. I think it's a good way to catch up after the week, things that are happening in the universe, things that are happening in my little world, and just update you. And like I said, anything you want to talk about, any subjects you want to talk about, any places you want me to go, you just put that in the comments, because that's what it's all about, taking you on an adventure, places maybe you can't get to, but I can. And we can learn and grow together out on the road with a cup of coffee and a smile. And I even got my travel mug. Coffee, always. So it's very nice talking to you all. And you can see, if you're in the group this week for Crown and Empath, you're going to hear us talking a lot because we go live around the fire pit for a discussion every night, the virtual fire pit, live every night to let you know what's going on, talk about the lessons of the day, and, help you on your path to enlightenment, to understanding yourself, and it's all good. So come along. We want you there. You belong with us. One of us. We're trying to get communities together that are nurturing, they're safe, non-judgmental, and, empaths can grow together and learn from each other, because everybody has a story, and chances are yours is not that far off from mine. So have a great weekend. I love you all, and I will see you in the masterclass starting Monday. Sign up if you didn't.